groups of zombies were behaving, so we had some odd things happening. But she bit the dust, so I've decided to give it one more try on the exact same game world. I don't like to just make one attempt and bag it, so we're going to still try again, and with the same exact world settings. I'm actually hoping to get a smaller city this time. Supposedly a size 8 shit city, and it was just mammoth. So, oh well. Sorry, Lord Shotgun. Yeah, salty, salty tears. But the episode title of this live stream should have mentioned that it does say Season or Series 2, Episode 1. So that was a hint. I can't really prevent that kind of spoiler from getting out, so if you're going to watch right at the beginning of a new one, you're going to get spoiled on the previous one. Okay, so, as you can see, SkaterDie now has 0 live characters. I'm going to leave the world alone. We're just going to go new game, preset, SkaterGirl, in the SkaterDie world, so you all can watch to see exactly what's going to happen. Hey there, Derek. What is that, dear? I can't see some of the text because of the coloring. Der Eisern Helig. Glad you could catch the live episode. Yeah, I got a pretty good bump from Quill's series on not totally unexpected. As soon as I saw him start doing a new series for Cataclysm, I kind of expected it. So I braced myself, and I've gotten some good draft off of his series, so always enjoyable. I've been trying to answer a few people's questions and his comments and that, but glad you found me. Alright, so let's see. This is going to be SkaterGirl Mark II. I'm going to leave everything alone. I don't think I'm going to change anything. The chemical imbalance is bothering me a bit. Let's actually look at that. That one I think is a little more annoying than necessary. I'd really like to have kind of a clean run just once. I've been dealing with so many negative traits of the really nasty kinds lately. It'd be kind of a nice breather to have somebody that's not either insane, broken bionics, illiterate, all the really big nasties. So maybe I will change that. Let's take a look here. Chemical imbalances, how many points? 2 points. I could probably sub in 2 other things for 2 points, or a different 2-pointer. Definitely not clumsy, not for her. Farsighted or nearsighted wouldn't be too bad. Actually, glass jaw? Maybe glass jaw. I don't like getting struck in the head anyway, but I'm not taking frail, so glass jaw wouldn't be too horribly bad. Yeah, heavy sleeper is pretty good. I take that one quite often. Well, let's turn off chemical imbalance. I'd like to get something a little more clean as a playthrough. The constant messages and interruptions and odd changes, it just kind of got to me last episode. So let's go with heavy sleeper. That's kind of an old standby. And what are the other ones down at the bottom I usually take? I can't take ugly because she's trying to become an elf beauty, so I'm not taking that. We'll go with truth teller. That balances it back out. Hey, thank you very much for the subscription. Really appreciate it. I was really hoping to throw a few extra points into intelligence too, because my god was it slow trying to get skill ups off of books and crafting when I've got a 6 intelligence. Man, that thing's rough. Read time's 110%. It feels a little misleading. Craft bonus is 6%. Maybe it was just normal, and I just did an awful lot of it towards the end of yesterday's live stream. I think I'll leave it that way. So she's strong, dexterous, got good perception, but she's a bit dim, so we'll roll with it. I think that's the only change I'll make. So let's go with this. So we got rid of the chemical imbalance, and yeah, this is a little cleaner. I don't have any really odd ones that are going to really cause any problems. I think we're good to go. The only skills we've got are dodge and melee. Let me catch back up with chat here. Either this is Brad. I sure think the shady zombies should be visible with night vision goggles, but they weren't, which was kind of odd. So that was a little bit rough, but yeah. Let's see. No, I'm not going to change my cursor settings. I'm too used to having my cursor in there. You're just going to have to suffer. I'm not playing with simple nutrition, so I'm playing with the full nutrition. Just smoke before you read. Yeah, that helps a tiny bit. I gotta take my Adderall and smoke before I read so I can get that, what is that, a 3-point intelligence bump? And then play my MP3 player and eat all my chocolate bars and Pop-Tarts right before I read, get my morale up. Hides it when in use. Alright, bottom of the interface thread. I have to get in game first, so we'll deal with that in a second. I'll take a look at it. I've never used it. I'm not a big fan of changing the way I do things in the middle of a live stream, so... Alright, game, why aren't you saying yes, no here? Now something weird's going on. It's got me trapped on this screen, but I can't... This is odd. I can't get this thing to come back again. I can't say yes, no to the return to main menu for some reason. Are you sure you're finished? There we go. No, I'm not finished. Okay, we're okay. Hey there, Venator Umbris. Yeah, you're very welcome. Glad you find them helpful. That was really my intent with the tutorial, the quick tips on the university. It's an awesome game that's just got really, really rough starting conditions for brand new people. Even just knowing how to get a game world started. If you don't know the greater than, less than symbols move through the menu when you're creating a world, it's pretty hard. So my intent was really to get a useful resource out there for folks to kind of ease them in. The tutorial series kind of got away from me. It's up to episode 174. Definitely not necessary to watch the whole thing. It turned into more of a tutorial full playthrough. So it's just now starting to get into some of the late, mid, to end game content. Alright, let's get into the world here, and then I'll chat some more about some other options. So, SkaterGirl Mark II, launch! Let's see what kind of world we get here. Hey there, Waiticus. Alright. Oh, I forgot to change something. Nope, gotta bail. So we are going to terminate. Hey, what the hell? Oh, I've got caps lock. That's what's been happening. Caps lock got triggered. All right, suicide. Goodbye, Skater World. I forgot to change one other thing. New game preset. Oh, I forgot to update my save or my character as well. All right, have to jump back and make those changes again real quick. SkaterGirl, or should it be SkaterGirl? Nah, we'll go with SkaterGirl. Mark II. Nope. Back up. Leave that the same. Get rid of chemical imbalance. Take heavy sleeper, and I think I took truth teller. Alright, save template. SkaterGirl Mark III. And I forgot to change my starting location. I want to start in the pawn shop inside town. Alright. There we go. Now we're all set. Alright, into the world we go. Is there limits to traits, bad traits? Totally depends on what point system or lack of point system you choose when you're creating the character. The very first screen you can choose multiple pool, single pool, or freeform. I use multiple pool, which is the most restrictive, the one that puts the most rules on how you can do things. So you're only allowed to put a certain number of points into any one category. So you can't take 100 positive traits. Even if you take 100 negative, you're limited to 12 in each. I think there's a similar limit on each of the categories that are kind of ceilings that you can only go to a certain point. And you still have to overall balance. So it just depends on which point system you use. Or if you go freeform, you can do whatever you want. Alright, so we are in game. Let me catch back up here and just double check a few things. So for anybody that's new to my live streams, my chat bot, you can use commands, !challenge will tell you about what the current challenge scenario is. I tend to play hard mode scenarios in my live streams. I make up my own kind of storyline, theme, and end goal. Some of the goals are a little longer than others, and the game world settings will change a bit, but I usually try to take some kind of pretty difficult trait or difficulty factor in the game world setup. You can also see the mod list I'm using. with the Modlist command, and finally the game world settings with the word settings. That'll get you everything you need to know, so if you hop into a channel or into a stream midstream and you just want to know what's going on, just use those commands, and that'll get you caught up to what's going on. So this is a brand new start, and for the game world settings, I've got city size 8, spacing 6. I've doubled the zombie spawns, so we're at 2.0 for zombie spawns, and I've also doubled the speed of the evolution. I've moved it from 4.0 default to 2.0. The lower the number, the faster the zombies evolve. So if I spend too much time dicking around, I'm going to be fighting really nasty zombies later on. So they're going to evolve faster. Now, last series, yesterday's, city size 8 got me this titanic mammoth city that looked more like a size 16 city. So first thing I'm going to do is hit the map, and we're going to find out just how big this place is, see if I got a similar thing. I don't know what's going on. I might have to revisit my world settings, because once again, we got a gigantic map. We'll go with it. I mean, I can deal. I mean, we survived quite a long time in a city roughly this size yesterday, so I roller skated the entire city, literally, without a problem during the daylight hours. So I can do it. We can deal. But I was really hoping for something smaller, or I could just go live in that cave right there. We got a pond nearby. I can go suck up some dirty water out of the pond when I'm thirsty, and we can kill rats and bats in the cave, and we'll just live out here in the field. So, the other big thing about this particular character, Roller Girl, is she has rollerblades she is not allowed to take off. She has a pair of rollerblades on her feet. If she is ever without blades or roller skates or some kind of wheels on her feet, then I'm going to summon up through the debug menu some splints to put on her legs to simulate her mental and physical condition when she's not on her rollerblades. So she's a roller skating blading freak and won't ever take them off, and if it happens accidentally through damage or whatsoever and I don't have a replacement pair, she's going to have to deal with splints on her legs. It's kind of a theme issue until I can replace them. So the goal or endpoint of this series is to become a post-threshold Elf A mutant with the Glorious trait. So her two main driving goals are speed and beauty. So she wants the Glorious trait, which is the super beauty trait, as well as to be a post-threshold Elf A mutant. And ideally, combat-wise, I'd like to focus on archery and fencing. So those are going to be the things I'm going to be trying to aim for. This pawn shop is kind of screwing me, so we got a lawnmower, not useful, and a Browning BLR, which may or may not have ammo, which also is fairly useless to me right now. I'm really hoping by the pawn shop start to get lucky and get like a hand weapon, but alright, whatever. Alright. Yeah, it does look like really bad Groundhog Day, which was a size 16 city. I'm not sure what's going on with the city generation, but 8.6 for size and spacing keeps giving me these gigantic cities. And again, maybe that's a road exiting the city, but we got a large swath of the city without a single road exiting, and that's kind of the thing I need to find so I can kind of break out of the area. I also suspect that just like the last city, the southern end is going to be a massive housing area. So you can see there's just the beginnings of the housing down here. I suspect this lower section is going to be a huge housing area. That's probably the direction I'm going to be heading first. It's much easier for me to maneuver around with housing because I can easily go in and out windows, doors, front doors, back doors, side windows, garages, and so on. Whereas with the businesses, a lot of times I can go in one door, but there's no back door. So maneuvering is a lot easier when I can get to the housing. So I'll take a closer look at the city contents here pretty soon. Man, that cursor really bugs you, apparently. Alright, so where's this cursor setting? So, options, interface, go to the bottom. So, hide mouse cursor, show cursor's always on, hide cursor's hidden, hide keyboard. Cursor is hidden on keyboard input and unhidden on mouse movement. I'm assuming that's the one you're wanting to see done. So right now it's gone. If I grab the mouse, it pops up. As soon as I cursor or use that, alright, I can live with that. That works. Pretty good key. Alright, so cursor's all set. I can't see your name because of the way it lists. I don't even know if I can highlight it. Dynamo. Alright, Dynamo. Cursor's taken care of. Okay, so yeah, so the big thing about Roller Girl here is speed of movement. Her walking speed is 52 on level ground, and her run speed is half of that, so it's down to 26. As long as I'm full stamina on my rollerblades, on flat, even ground, I get massive speed compared to the zombies, and you'll get a demonstration of that here real quick. Kind of interesting, I don't see a single zombie yet. Usually when I have these, I'm sure there's going to be some right out the front door somewhere, but it's kind of odd that I don't see a single zombie in my view cones yet. But right up here I've got 110 speed. That's my action or movement points that I get to spend each round, which is a 6-second phase. And so I've got 10% bonus because of the quick trait, and because of my movement bonuses in the rollerblades, I can basically move 4 spaces in a single round compared to the zombies. So I'm not going to talk about what specifically happened to the playthrough. You have to go watch it. I can't help spoiling that I've started a new one, but I don't talk about what happened in the previous ones during a live stream, just in case other people don't want to know and don't want to be spoiled. Plus, there's lag delays for when they appear on YouTube, and it gets complicated, so I just tend not to talk about it. Alright, so that's kind of what we're doing. So, like I said, my goal is to become a post-threshold Alpha mutant with the glorious trait. That means I'm going to have to do focused serum creation for the mutagen lines. I got to stay alive first, so as always, we got to get through the initial few days and make sure I live long enough to even bother down that path. So when I start out in a city like this with this kind of character, I'm basically just going to skate around all over the place looking for a few particular types of items. I'm going to be hitting pawn shops and antique stores. I'm looking for some kind of a medieval weapon, a cutlass, a broadsword, anything like that. Mansions are another good source, but I don't have any mansions on my map, as you can see. Road maps would be good, so there's certain buildings I'm going to be looking for to go into, and I'm not going to be able to grab much initially. I'm going to be looking for backpacks, things like that, so that I can get more stuff. Then I'm going to try to find a place to hunker down if I can break contact. But ideally, I need to find an exit road that I can skate out along to lose anything pursuing me, and then figure out how to get back into a safe position. So, it takes a bit of effort, but we'll see what happens. Really, the only thing that is dangerous to me during these daytime rollerblading trips through town are shock zombies. Everything else I can fairly easily avoid. I'll get tagged every once in a while by something, but shock zombies are going to whittle down my hit points each time I get tagged by them. So, the other big thing I got to be careful of, if you're not aware, is I am playing with the imperceptive healer trait. That's my big negative challenge for my trait this playthrough. I only get 10% of the healing that sleep would normally provide, so it's horrible. It really, really slows down the healing process. So it quote-unquote makes it more realistic, but because it does take you time to actually heal up. But I can't afford to take half of my health in random damage and then just blithely assume I can just sleep for 8 hours and I'll be full health again. Nope. I'll be lucky to get a single bar of health out of a full 8 hours of sleep. So I got to really avoid damage as much as possible until I get some equipment, some gear, some better clothing, and so on. So let's take a look. I'm in the dark, so nothing can see me back in the shadows here. We don't have any zombies out front immediately, so... Oh, wait. I know what's going on. Damn it. We're going to quit out again. Sorry, guys. Nothing much will change. This is the exact same city as I had yesterday. I forgot to reset the world. That's why. I've already been in this pawn shop. I was kind of surprised that the door was open, and that there were no zombies. It's because I've already been here. This is the same city. No, don't quit. World, skater die, reset world, yes. And that'll take care of that problem. Alright, new game, preset, Mark III. We'll get right back in here. I do eventually figure things out. Alright, SkaterGirl, Mark III, and we should be all set. Rates are reset. Pick my starting location, pawn shop. Alright. There we go. Now we got some zombies out front. The door's locked. Different items. What is that, a wooden sword? Oh, it's a bakken. Alright, I might be able to make use of a bakken. And we got a charcoal kiln, which I definitely won't be able to pick up. And a greatcoat, which I'll have to think about that one. Alright, so we're back in the world. Let's check the map once again. There we go. That's more reasonable. We got a hospital and a school, but no mansion. I am really happy to see this, though. We got a ranch nearby, so ranches are awesome for starting places. So I can fairly quickly and easily skate my way down to the ranch and get set up down there, and then I can skate back up to the town when I need to go on looting runs and such. But we got a cathedral, we got a hospital, we got a tower, a business tower, we got a school. No museum, or no mansion, though. So I'm a little unhappy about that. I was hoping to get a mansion. Let's check for antique stores. How many antique stores? We got one antique store right there. Alright, how about pawn shops? Other than the one I'm in, just the one I'm in. That's terrible. Ugh. Alright, so I won't be getting any opportunities there, really. How about dojos? One dojo, just south of me. Dojo across the street. Alright. Or dojo north of me, that is. So, dojo right there. So we're starting right on the edge of town. That's good during times where I need to escape immediately. This would be great, but in this character I don't really care. I'm going to roller skate my way through the town anyway. Alright, so... Well, let's see. What's right next to me? Hardware store, storage unit, liquor store, arcade. Those all suck for this particular character's start. Parking lot. The dojo's right across the street. Might be able to find a vehicle in the parking lot. Subway station, I don't need immediately. Arcade is terrible. Gardening supplies terrible. This is not a good starting city for us in regards to buildings and their placement. I'm not impressed. Got one doctor's office and two doctor's offices. Fire station. No gun stores. One mill surplus. So, we're going to hit the dojo, doctor's office, two candy shops next to each other. Then work our way down this way to the antique store, the garage, the mill surplus, and then I'll have to decide from there just where I want to go or what I want to do. So, what do we got in here? We got the great coat. Too much encumbrance for this character. Covers the legs, which I cannot afford to do. I can't put a lot of encumbrance on my legs. I'd love it for the protection value and the storage, but I can't afford to slow down that much. I might put it on initially just to see just how slow it makes me, but most likely I'm not going to keep it. Alright, safe mode off, great coat on, and what are we looking like? 35 torso encumbrance and 31 leg encumbrance. This dropped my movement to 59 walking versus 29. Not too bad. I think we will keep it initially. So as I layer up, I'll have to be careful, but this will actually provide me with a decent amount of protection plus some immediate storage capacity. So here's what we start with. So just basic clothes. We've got a skater lid, that's our helmet. So we've got a rollerblade helmet. We've got our rollerblades, a hoodie, knee pads, and pretty much basic stuff, and a sports drink bottle. Alright, let's talk with our NPC. Hey there, Raymond Bellis. Alright, can I do anything for you? Sure, tell me about it. You want software on a computer. Yeah, we'll do that. Not a problem, okay. There's no way this guy is going to survive if I ask him to travel with me. So I'm not even going to try. I'm going to say, let's trade items. What do you got? A lighter, antifungal, battery, restaurant guide. Ooh, I want that restaurant guide. I got nothing I can trade him with. So, we're going to ask him for an item, see if he'll give us something. So, can't leave, 100%. What you going to give me? Gave me the lighter. Alright, lighter's good. Alright, we're gonna play nice. We're not gonna hurt him. I'm also not gonna ask him to join me because he would just die instantly. Well, I guess I could ask and then tell him to stay here. Where's the quest item? Quest items, the direction. Oh, look! So we got a little bit more highlighted because of the quest. So the quest item's right there. So it highlighted that block for us. Whole bunch of residents, and I'm heading that direction. So that's perfect. That's awesome. So we'll make our sweep down that direction, hit the mill surplus. I might change my route, actually. I might hit the dojo, then kind of work south, come up this way. Got a grocery store, garage, dojo, then come up to the antique store. That way we can kind of finish out over here in the residential section where I actually want to be. And if we get the item, we'll possibly come back, but doing the quest is fairly irrelevant if this guy's not going to stay alive. So my only hope of keeping him alive is to try to walk him out of town at night. So it's kind of a moot point. So I'm going to leave him here. Yeah, I'm going to role play, and we're playing the nice skater girl, elf girl. So if I can succeed in the quest and he's still alive, then I'll grab items off of him. But otherwise, I won't do the recruit him and then strip him thing. So I'd like some of the items, but we'll go without. All right, anything in the back office? File, some tramadol, painkiller, and an M1 Garand with 8 rounds. We'll take that. And a Glock with 17 rounds. Well, that's a pretty good start. So, we got a couple of guns. I really don't want to use those. I want to find out how well this Bakken works. So we're about to step into the light, so zombies are going to start to spot me. Check back in with chat here. I've been talking a lot. Yeah, Cursed, I wouldn't expect more than one spot that has medieval gear in the mansion. I haven't checked enough of the more recent mansions to say for sure, but trade him the lawnmower. Yeah, I guess I could do that. That's not too cheaty, so we'll see if I can get that done before the zombies break in. Oh, different map. I don't have the lawnmower anymore. I'd have to run down and grab the charcoal, and that's going to put me in sight. Let's do it. Let's grab the charcoal kiln, wield it. Hey there, zombie going the other direction for some reason. Talk, not yet. Trade items, how much for the kiln? 160, that'll get me a few things. So, I want the antifungal. Jesus, 252 for batteries? I want that. And the wristwatch, I guess. I might as well take that as well. You can keep your damn batteries. And you can have the charcoal kiln. Not enough cash. Oh, I'm 26 short. Oh, that's not good. Alright, I guess I won't take the wristwatch. I got a necromancer on screen. Alright, so we got the lighter, some drink, antifungal, got a restaurant guide. Let's activate the restaurant guide. Alright, here we go. Here's our map. Got a big old river running around the area. That's never good. Forces me across bridges. Road network ends over here, so not ideal. A lot of endpoints where we might find laboratories, so that part's good, but really need some other cities. Whoa. Alright, map gen. Yeesh. So, Newark. We've barely got a connection down to Newark. We do have a road connection south from that ranch. Otherwise, it's just big empty nothing again. There's another city up there, Jackman. That's going to be quite the trip. And West Boylston up north of us. Do we have a connection to that? We do. Alright, so we got a connection to a couple of cities. It's a bit of a trip, but we'll see how well outfitted we can get. Like I said, we've got a ranch right here. That's awesome. It's on the flip side of the housing area, though. So we might have to retreat to that. It's good to know it's there, because there's usually not too many zombies in the area, and it's a big open area. So once you clear it of the few zombies, you've got a really good space you can get set up in. So we'll do that if I can't find and clear a good area over here on the edge of the town. But it'll be a while before we get to that point. Alright, let's get moving. Let's go check out my Bakken. Alright, solid wood training katana. Exactly, exactingly crafted. So it's got rapid strike, it's got sweep attack, it's got parry. All of those are awesome. It's got massive bash, +1 to hit, and 115. We'll take it. Alright, we are wielding our Bakken. That's pretty good. 25 bash is pretty hefty for an early weapon, so between the guns and the Bakken, we're actually pretty well set just from starting in the pawn shop. And the greatcoat didn't hurt either. And the restaurant guide, so pretty awesome start. Now if we can just see that vehicle right outside is working, I'd be pretty amused. Always funny that I can't get out the door. Alright, we set the alarm off, so we're going to start getting some attention. What do we got? What do we got? Shock zombie! Of course there's a shock zombie in the area. Got a necromancer. And we have an RV, and front wheel there is good. The one there is bad. Looks like it's going to be out of... it's going to be short on wheels, so I probably won't be able to drive it. There might be some clean water in it, but I'm not concerned about that right now. Not much loot otherwise, so I'm going to ignore that. I'm kind of tempted to go down and clear the ranch first. Just since we're on this side of town already. And get a safe spot. So... yeah, spawn rate's still 2.0. Only thing I changed with this for SkaterGirl is I dropped the chemical imbalance and replaced it with a couple of other minor traits. I just got a little tired with the constant messages. I've been dealing with these really nasty bionics and other traits that have just kind of worn me down over time, so I want a fairly clean playthrough without that kind of nonsense. But it's still double zombie spawns and double speed on evolution. I think I am. I'm going to go south to the ranch first. We're going to skate down the road here, see if we can find a vehicle that might work, clear the ranch, get ourselves a safe spot, and hopefully it's got the full ranch with, or the farm with the water pump out front and a kitchen and bed and all that stuff. I think it's more important to get that established now. Then we'll come up and explore the city. Possibly I'll wait for night since we've got most of it already mapped. It's much easier for me to move around at night. Well, it's kind of a trade-off. I got shock zombies during the day, and I've got shady zombies at night, so it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other situation. So we're going to ignore that, draw these guys out, I guess. Hey, they're zombies, plus we might be able to find a body site while we're traveling. So here's an example of how fast this guy is. I'm walking, and that's how fast I'm outdistancing things, just by walking. Black rat dies. Good for the black rat. Not spotting any body sites so far. I'm watching for messages here in the list of zombies and monsters, looking for Migos and the other creatures that identify a body site. Alright, so we got a vehicle. A working vehicle. We got a police car with no wheels. That's not useful. Alright, moving on. So, I've got to go south if I want to go to the ranch. So, let's do that. Uh-oh, wolf pack. I'm not afraid of you stupid wolves. Not while I'm on my rollerblades anyway, on a road. Alright, let's head on over to the ranch. Bobcat, squirrel. There's the ranch fence line. Oh, amoebic mold. That's one of the things that usually signals a body site. And a Kraken. That's another thing. So we got a body site coming up. What kind of body site? Tough zombie is going to chase the Kraken into the woods. We have a pair of heels, jumper cable. It's a hikers and camping body site. Sort by category. Whoops. Sort by category, please. Rock, jumper cable, clothes, beer. I think I'm too far away to see some of the items. So, we'll let the Kraken chase that zombie a little further south, and we'll come look. Alright, what do we got? Oh, jumper cable's up on the road. Can't use the boots. Man, this is about the worst body site I've seen recently. Terrible. I don't want any of this stuff. Nope, don't want none of it. 1, 2, 3. I'm only seeing 3 bodies, which is kind of odd. But, oh well. Not going to worry about the cable for now either. And we got a helicopter crash site right out. Ooh, zombie burner! Alright, so the helicopter had flamethrower soldiers on it, and now they are zombie burners. Dropping napalm all over the place. That's not good. Only thing in sight is a black box. I'm not going to spend time digging that stuff up. I'm not sure that thing can even see me. No, he can't see me from there. I could lead him back and forth onto the debris to kill him, but he explodes when he dies, so you gotta be kind of careful. I'm just going to leave him out there for now. Alright, so it is the ranch. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a water supply. It's not the farm, so I don't have a pump out front. But we'll make do. Alright, so let's check the closet. A balaclava! We'll take a balaclava. Jean jacket and briefs. Nothing in there. Bathroom is empty. Usually is. Check the kitchen. Alright, here's why I came down to the ranch. What do we got? Don't care. Metallic smoother. Chicken and dumplings is good. Peanut butter is good. Salt. A long rope. Long rope's good because I can cut it down to short rope, which can cut down into string, which can cut down into thread, so it's useful. Anything in the refrigerator? Nothing. Alright, so a few minor items. Let's go check the other things. How you doing, heavy planter tractor? No diesel. Full battery. Seat and controls are there. It can run if I got some diesel, more diesel into it. Getting it out of the shed would be a little bit of a trial. What else we got? Copper tubing, string, and a hose. Take those for now. A canvas sack with thermite and a hand drill. Good old farmers. Sulfuric acid and some wire. I'm going to leave all that for now. Alright, let's make a pile right here. All this stuff I'm not going to use immediately. And we'll keep the lock on hand. Alright, next. Alright, barn, what you got for me? A bullwhip. We'll take it. I'm going to break it apart for the leather. I'm not going to try to use it. Scythe. I'm not going to try to use it either. A reaper. Can disassemble for some parts, but not something I'm going to try to use. Alright, back workshop has got nothing. Another bullwhip. And a tree spile. Don't care about a tree spile. Alright, one more thing to check. A little workshop out in the back of the house here. Ball string again. Alright, well, we didn't get too many useful tools, but we've got a safe-ish place to sleep. And some raw materials in the area, so we've got a place we can retreat back to, basically. I still need to make some decisions on some other things. We do have a water source. It's out here. There's a pond out in the back of the field. So once I get some containers that can hold the liquid, I can just run out there, fill them up, and then come back. So we've got a water source. We've got forest that we can hunt in and gather vegetables and such. So not too bad a location, but not immediately useful. So burner zombie's not too bad. I could pretty easily get rid of the burner zombie. If nothing else, I'll just lead him down the road and then lose him. But I'm not too worried about him being over there. Okay, so I have to make a decision. Do I putter around in here until night, then head into town in the dark, deal with just the shady zombies? Or do I head into town now and dodge the shock zombies? Shock zombies are super easy to avoid at night as long as you don't get pinned down, because you can see them from way far off. Church, storefront. I don't care about any of those. Grocery store and mill surplus are what I would hit there, with a pharmacy next door. Another grocery store with a garage, and that's about it for the useful stuff out that way. It's almost all. That's interesting. We have a pond right next to that, right in the middle of the housing area. Grocery store and a pond. Be pretty cool to get set up in a house quietly and then just creep around in the dark and get your water and your food. We'll see what we can manage. Initial survival is just getting the immediate survival needs, food and water, as well as getting geared up. And that's going to require me to really get a lot of crafting. I didn't take any skills. All we have is dodge and melee. And so it's going to take me a bit to get all that taken care of. Books are going to be important, of course. Let's see. Do I go now or later? I think I'm going to go now. I don't have any liquid containers down here of any real quantity. Let's do this first at least. Let's grab everything into a single pile. Just to make it easier for me to keep track of things. Alright, usually I go around and smash up all the furniture and shelving to make raw materials, go smash most of the bed, drag it over here. I'll do that later. So for now, this is what we've got access to. I'm going to wear the balaclava. Sort by category, please. What do I want to take with me? Alright, I'm going to stick with the Glock for the hand weapon. We're going to leave the Garand here. We'll take the sports drink and the chicken and dumplings just to satisfy my immediate food and drink needs. Once I get up near town, I can easily get more. That's all I think I'm going to care about right now. Alright. Again, there was nothing in here I needed. Jean jacket, no. Alright, I think we're going to take off. So, ooh, volume's way too high. I gotta drop some stuff. That's right, I'm carrying crap. Dump the bullwhips and the stick. Dump that and that. Alright, what am I at? 1.28 out of 8.25. That'll work. Alright, let me catch up with chat before I take off here. I don't know if the map was... yeah, the map was somewhat better, I guess. Just because it was such a huge city. That's kind of a problem, partially, though, as well. No, I've never done the Atlatl with javelins. So... Throwing sticks are OP as hell. I stopped playing with them purposely a long time ago. They're just too effective for their cost and the ease of building them so early in the game. They just need a bit of a balance pass. The dodge is down because of my encumbrance. So, normally I've got skill 5, but it's been lowered because of my encumbrance factor currently. So, for example, if I take off the greatcoat and then check it, it jumped all the way up to 4.1. That's what I meant when I originally was going to put it on, that I didn't know I could afford the encumbrance, because it's affecting my dodge value, and it's because it covers my legs, it's affecting my movement cost. So it's having multiple negative effects on some of my traits I'm using to survive. So that's why it's a bit of a toss-up on whether I think it's worth having or not. It's kind of a balanced thing. Each person can make their own decisions, but you just got to be aware of how the game works and what the consequences are. If you just look at the greatcoat and say, ooh, it's got good coverage and it's got 4/4 protection and storage, well, yeah, that's all great, but you've also got 23 encumbrance causing a bunch of negative factors, plus it's lowering your dodge value. So a lot of hidden things that, until you kind of know the game better, newer players might not be aware of when they're trying to make these kinds of decisions. So we're off to town. I kind of debated going down and checking out these 2 points real quick. I'm still thinking about it. Let's get to the Get to the side of the road first. Yeah, you stupid thing. Stop it. That key's on the wrong spot. Me and Bobcat are racing. Alright, so now I have to make a decision. I'd probably better just head up to town. I can't afford, I need to get some basics taken care of before I go exploring. So, back up to town we go. I'm ready to wave to the wolf pack. Goodbye, wolf pack. An iBot! Do I want to take out an iBot? I don't want to chase the iBot into the grass. We might take a few swings. Come here, you. Come on. Damn it. Get him. Get him. Not quite enough. He's nearly dead, but he's going to hit the grass and we're going to run out of stamina. Yep. Alright, we're not going to get him. I can't afford to keep chasing him. Alright. Yep, here comes the riot bot. Hey there, riot bot. Stay away from me. I don't want any shocks. Oh, that's the police bot, not the riot bot. Riot bot's next. Here comes another police bot. We're having fun now. No, I will not put down my weapon, you stupid thing. You guys feel free to keep chasing me. Right on into town. Here comes another one. What's over there this time? There's the riot bot. Oh, we're going to have a good time now. I've offended the police. Okay, now I got to start watching out for shock zombies. Okay, so we're at the first intersection. Right there. I need to head up to the dojo first, so we're going to go north. We'll check out... Oh, we've got a shopping cart. Do I grab the shopping cart? It's got a security system I'm not going to try to mess with. We will take a look at what's in the front seat. Nah, I don't want any lemon lime soda. Come on, zombies, come get me. Let's do nothing yet. How are you doing? Oh, it's a wheelbarrow. It's only 68.75. Better than nothing, but it is going to cost me movement points to use it. We'll grab it temporarily, see how things go. Anything in the hardware store? Pliers and a hammer and a screwdriver set. Alright, grab the magnifying glass. Oops, alright, pliers, hammer, screwdriver set. So that takes care of some of our early tool needs. Alright, hey there, Shrieker. Run mode. See ya. Get out of my cart, you punk. Alright, back to walk mode. Head on up to the dojo. Hopefully I can get in there cleanly enough. Oh, we got a motorcycle with a sidecar. I gotta check the motorcycle out. Oh, security system's gone. Oh, barely any gas and battery. I could probably get it running. It's in good condition otherwise. Let's make a note. Motorcycle. Drivable. Needs gas. The other question is that... I think that battery charge would be enough to get it started. I'm really, really horrible on motorcycles. They usually break down about 30 seconds after I start driving them. No other vehicles in the parking lot. Alright, let's... Alright, this is getting a little dicey here. I need to not have that acid zombie follow me into the dojo. So, let's go this way. Come here, all you zombies. Come on. Everybody line up. How to do this? We're going to be on the wrong side of where I want to be. Hey, Shocker Brute's coming. Alright, now the party's started. Alright, him I need to avoid. A lot. So I might not be able to get into the dojo like I was hoping. With a Shocker Brute coming, I can't afford to get cornered into the dojo. Oh, I find lots of those USB items. I'm not worried about it. What are the chances I can get in there? Well, I might leave this cart behind. It's slowing me down just enough to make me worried. But I'm going to try it. This is probably a really bad thing. What do you got? Wrestling? I didn't want wrestling. I wanted the judo gi as well, but I can't afford the time to go look in the lockers, so we'll have to come back and try to get the gi later. Alright. Wasn't the manual I was hoping for, but oh well. We got something at least. Alright, so I'm going to leave the dojo unmarked because I want to return to it to look for the gi later. I'll come back at night and search it. Alright, what else on this side of town did I want to look at? First I need to lose the brute. I think I'm going to circle the block and try to get to that doctor's office. Yeah, good timing, Fierce Ocelot. You came back right as I started into the city horde. Alright, back to walk mode. Don't care about those. Now we've got a Hulk on screen. Where are you at, Mr. Hulk? And a Necromancer. Big old piles of zombies. Where the hell's the Hulk? I'm not seeing it on the list for some reason. Well, I guess I'll worry about it when it gets closer. Okay, hey there, zombies. And there's a Shocker zombie in the area as well. Smoker down there. Alright, Shocker dead ahead of me. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Cut up that way. I'm going to have to go along the grass for a bit. Unless I go up through here and then go through the fence. Really hope I can make it through the fence. I'm going to get poisoned. I don't want to get poisoned. What do we got? Sewing kit, submachine gun enthusiast, hack pro. Hack pro I'd like. Grab the hack pro. I'd like the sewing kit. And let's bail. See ya. Uh-oh. Run mode. That was kind of close. Wasn't expecting the brute to cut around the corner there. Alright, Smoker Zombie. There's the Hulk. Smoker Zombie's kind of making my life a little rough. I'm hoping the smoke... Oh, there's a second one. That's part of the problem. I was hoping I could loop around and the smoke would dissipate by the time I hit the corner, but that's not looking good. I think they're going to force me south further. Let's take the sidewalk that way. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Hello, other motorcycle. Wrecked ambulance. How are you for running? No battery, no wheels. Okay. What you got in the sidecar? Motorcycle helmet. Nope, I already got my helmet, thanks. Alright. Truck is running. How are you doing, truck? 1% gas, no wheels. Okay. Where are we at? My goal originally was to get up to there, but At town center, anytime wherever the nameplate is, I generally find tons and tons of zombies. It's part of the wandering spawn horde mechanic. I think I might have to loop south and then kind of work my way back up north. I may not be able to get to that doctor's office the way things are looking. But we'll keep moving. Good old daytime skate through the middle of the city. Alright. Street sweeper, you want to check if you have an opportunity. I'd love to take a look and try to grab an item or two, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to manage it. Bubble wrap, a lighter, cardboard, main spot, talking dolls, lighter, an aluminum keg. It's swept up an aluminum keg. I'd love the aluminum keg, but no. Alright, so grocery store. Do I mess with the grocery store right now? That one is the version that has the back exit, so I think I will go through this grocery store real quick. We'll go out the back door to this road and then see what things look like. Alright, no maps. Do I go north or south to loot as I go through? Boxing monthly. I've already got enough skill, I don't think that's going to help me any. Let's go this way. We'll grab fruit. You can keep your candy. No. No thanks. What else is back here? I'd like the bread. Right down there. Gotta kind of make a decision how much I want to try to grab before things start swarming into the building. Oxygen pack, spaghetti, soap bar. Nah, none of that's critical. I do want the sausage and the cheese. Lots of eggs. Hopefully I get to use them before they go bad.